Hey, so what's going on? So check this out. This Nancy Guthrie case. It's been all over the place. I'm sure about 99% of people know about it, but I have a lot of questions about this. I'm not really too sure which direction it's going in. So I'm just looking for some kind of input on this. What do you guys think? What's actually going on here? There's so many things going on out there that we don't know about. Just I just want to talk about it a little bit, see what you think, and see what kind of information you guys got, what you think, what your opinion is. All right, let's talk about that now.
Zombie apocalypse.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you again, and welcome back to the show. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I hope this finds everybody safe, healthy, and in good spirits. And remember, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon. This way you know next time I come out with a video. And a thumbs up always helps if you like the video. Appreciate it. Even if you don't like it, hit thumbs up. Who cares? What are you going to do? Nobody's going to get hurt. Anyway, so listen, check this out. I've been watching this. Nancy Guthrie has disappeared and kidnapped, or she's just missing. You know what I'm saying? And it's disturbing. I mean, if you think about it, people go missing every day. But this is really like a high profile one because, her daughter Savannah is on TV. She got a talk show and stuff. And so you're hearing a lot about it. You're seeing a lot about it. You're hearing different things and stuff. But the crazy thing is that you're hearing so many different crazy things. Like which direction is it going? Like what actually is going on? FBI is involved. What's that called? The Pima Pima County Sheriff's Department. All this stuff, and but there's no answers yet. There's nothing happening. And being like at a high profile case like this where it's all over the news and everybody's watching, everybody's trying to figure things out. If you could have some kind of information. And what's your thoughts on it? Is it like, I mean, there's a lot of theories out there like this was like an inside thing. You don't really know who did it, why they did it. A lot of things being said are this all happened around when that Jeffrey Epstein case also came out. Why did all of a sudden this happen? Was it have anything to do with it? I don't know. You know, Nobody really knows. And we ain't gonna really know until something really breaks and we find something out. But there's been so many different kind of leads and directions and investigations and stuff, crazy stuff that just didn't seem to have an end. You know what I'm saying? It's like, um, well, first of all, they say, they had the video of the guy in the front, trying to rip off that Ring doorbell and stuff, right? Then they're saying a back door was propped open. Why would the back door be propped open? Like if you're going to kidnap somebody or something, right? Like, why are you propping that door open? Do you expect to carry her out? You wheelchairing her out? Like, what's going on with that? And then she was taking out the front door, and there was some blood on there on the front porch they found, right? I mean, a lot of stuff I could be mistaken. A lot of this stuff, like I said, I'm not really, I didn't really, read into it and all this stuff. It's just things I'm hearing. It's just kind of like crazy. But saying there was some blood found on the front. I don't even know if they say it was hers, it wasn't. If it was just a little blood, what happened? She got cut, and then whoever was taking her, blocked it or something, stopped it from bleeding. Like, why wasn't there a trail of it? Like, how did it stop? How did it just bleed a little bit and then it stops? It's another question. Like what was the story with that? And my first thought too, when it first happened, was how did they get there? I mean, she's pretty like a desolate area, like it's kind of, in the middle of kind of nowhere. They must have had to drive there, right? I mean, I don't think somebody walked there and then got her and walked out with her. She wasn't really in very good health. So they had to know going there she wasn't in good health. They would have to do something to get her out of there. I'm sure, like I said, they didn't walk. They didn't go there on a bicycle. They didn't go there on a motorcycle. There had to be some kind of vehicle. Wasn't there any kind of footprints somewhere they could figure out or check? Was there any kind of tire tracks? You know, I know they were saying they were checking all the door cameras and videos of cars going by and this and that, but they had to see something had to be seen. It's just like too much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's too much of nothing here. There's too many things like that are being checked that just come up with empty-handed. I mean, okay, so she was dropped off on January 31st, right? By the son-in-law, I believe it was. Yeah, the son-in-law dropped her off. And then the next day, February 1st, when they decided that, they found out she was missing, something was wrong. She was gone. And this all took place in Tucson, Arizona. But what happened at that point? Like what actually, they're saying the sheriff messed up a lot of things he shouldn't have done, whatever the case may be. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm sure you weren't there either, but she was in poor health, right? So you had to go there with some kind of a vehicle to get her out of there. So somebody knew what they were doing. This was like pretty much all had to be planned. And here's another thing I just read about too. Now check this out. The day before her disappearance, the internet search for her home address was skyrocketed. Somebody was checking out her address on the internet. Now, I read that on one of the news things. I'm not just making that up. I read it. Now, they could be making it up. I don't know. You know how that goes. So, but that's what they said. So, somebody was checking out her address the day before. Isn't there a way to track that to see who it was? I mean, they said they don't know who that was doing that. With all this technology and stuff, they could have figured something out, unless that was another case that they just went and checked and nothing came about. You know what I'm saying? It was dead end too. Seems to be a lot of dead ends. On Let me see when it was. It was they had a truck too. I had to write some of this stuff down. It was just like so much going on. Um, they had a car towed, a Range Rover, on February 14th. They were checking that out to see what was happening. That went nowhere, I guess. There was a home searched on the 13th of February. I guess that went nowhere too. But why were they searching these places? Like, why were they in those certain places and then it just like was nothing? Something had to be there. They said they found possible DNA evidence in the home on the 13th of February, but nothing came of that too. There was just like a lot of things that were, oh, we think we got something. Look, there's DNA. And we found a glove. There was a glove like 200 feet from the house or something. It had some DNA, but it didn't go back to nobody. Then they found a bunch more gloves. They were checking and find DNA. It was the people in the search party looking for her. That's who it was, you know? So another dead end there. It just kept on going to be dead ends. Um, even a ransom, you know what I'm saying? They had the ransom note. I think TMZ got the first note somewhere towards the beginning because TMZ got a few different notes. On 2/11/26, TMZ said, if they want the name of the kidnapper, I want 1 Bitcoin sent to my wallet. That was on the 11th. On 2013, and 2000, on February 13th, that was February 11th, February 13th, TMZ received a third call from the same person. They demanded $100,000 and $50,000 worth of Bitcoin to reveal the identity of the main individual involved in the kidnapping. Now, somebody send these letters, and again, with all this technology and FBI, CIA stuff, isn't there a way to kind of figure this out, like where it's coming from? Like how can somebody be getting away with all this kind of stuff? How can so many things be happening and just be so many dead ends like this? There's like leads out there, or is this all fake stuff too? We don't know. This could be made up. This is just stuff that we're hearing. It's like anything else. You don't know. Don't believe anything you hear and only half of what you see. And these days, I don't even believe half of what I see because with all this AI stuff that's going on out there, it's all crap too. It's unbelievable. But yeah, even in the beginning, or I don't know when exactly it was. There was a blogger that looked at the guy at the front doorbell, right, with the glove on. He was banging whatever he was doing, and she noticed a ring on his finger under the glove. Then there was an interview a couple days later by the house or whatever it was, and one of the neighbors had a ring on his finger. It looked like the same exact kind of shape as the one that was in the glove. Whatever happened to that? I mean, this is somebody who picked it out just watching some videos, and did they check into that? Like, what was that all about? You know? Um, it's just crazy. All these other things that they also on February 16th they found out like his clothes, his backpack, whatever, the gloves, whatever he had on. They found out where what stores carried that. They went and checked that out. Was there any like video of people buying stuff at the time that they could check out? I know there's a lot involved. Again, I don't. I'm not downgrading anybody's investigation here. It's just a lot of questions like unanswered. It's like what's going on? Like what's going on with all these leads and where are they coming from? And these things with like this guy sending out these ransom notes or sending me money. I'll tell you who did it. Like, come on, man. We're finding like guys hidden in caves in other countries and stuff pretty quick. How come we can't find what's going on here with this? It's just one of these things that just mind-boggling to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no answers. I don't know. You know, I have opinions, I guess. I don't know if it's like, I don't even know if I have opinion on it. Because probably if I did, it'd probably be like, I'd probably get blasted for it. I don't know. But I want to know what do you guys think? I mean, is this all just made up stuff? Is this just like, what was ransom paid right from the first thing going? Like first ransom note sent out. Why wasn't there ransom note sent right? Why was there ransom paid right away to get my mother back? Why wasn't what's going on with that? Maybe there was a reason. I don't know. Why was only $100,000 offered at when she was first missing? The family has a lot of money. It has a lot of money. I would have put $1 million out there right away. If it was my mother and I had that money, I put that as much as I can. $2 million. Here's $2 million. For just tell me where my mother is. Somebody help me, please. I know they say yeah, you can get a lot of different um, leads and stuff by doing that. But you know what? You gotta start somewhere. You gotta do something. Like where is she now? You know, that's February, March. We're in April already. You know, 2.5 months. I hope she's okay. I really do. I mean, she's an older woman. She needs medicine. I mean, she's got to be okay because now, if she's not okay, then what did these kidnappers accomplish? They just hurt somebody in their family for no reason. They didn't get nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't earn nothing. They didn't gain nothing. They didn't notoriety, nothing. They didn't get a dollar. Whatever it is, they didn't get nothing. So it was just a useless and no reason for this to be done. You know what I'm saying? But there's still hope. There's still hope, I guess, that, she's okay and they'll get her back somehow and figure something out. Maybe things are happening and they're just not telling us or saying it because they want to keep it quiet until they, do what they got to do. I don't know, you know? But yeah, it just kind of like, give me your thoughts. What do you think? What do you think about this? What's your opinion? Got concerns? You got what do you think? But that's it. I just had to get that out there because I just needed to find out what other people's thoughts or opinions are. What do you think? What do you think this is going to happen? Where's it going to end? Why did it start? They're just that kind of stuff. I appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping by again. Leave your comment, questions, whatever you got for me. Um, and we'll take it from there. We'll see what happens, see what everybody thinks. All right. Thanks again for stopping by. I hope to see you again soon. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. Until next time, I'll see you later. Take it easy and so long.